What's up, John Morgan? I'm in Halong Bay, Vietnam with my wife. We're on a small, what's called a junk ship. It's a Chinese cruise ship, sailboat cruise ship. It's got 11 rooms. It's really nice. It's old-fashioned, it's wooden, small rooms, but really nice quality. And this place is beautiful. But anyway, I was thinking back to Monday night when I was in London doing a talk on how to escape the city and live a passionate life, and had a bunch of people from the city there, bankers, lawyers, all sorts. And I was giving my talk on connecting with your passion and your imagination and living from your heart and dreaming and imagining and doing what you love. And one of the women raised her hand. She said, all this stuff about imagination and doing what you love, it sounds great, it feels really uplifting, but what about being realistic? Like, when are we going to use like critical thought and reason? And I said to her, well, look, I'll get two answers for you. The first one is, like, my job is to take people away from critical thought and reason. This is my mission, and the reason I'm doing that is because we've become so, since Socrates, since I think therefore I am, since the birth of the idea of reason, it's just become so, I mean, Nietzsche talked about this in The Birth of Tragedy. It's become so dominant in our way of experiencing reality and living that it's suffocated the other part of us, the non-rational, the irrational, the experiential. And so my work is about helping you to come away from that. And so this is what I talk about. And I want to tempt you away from reason. That's my mission. And then I said, and at the same time, look, rationale, logic, it's a huge part of me and who I am. I study physics at Math University. I'm a very logical person. I like to have reasons for the things that I'm doing. I like to understand what's the reason behind this and that. So I get you. At the same time, I get you. But here's the thing. You're sitting there in your seat or in your office or doing whatever you're doing, not fulfilled. There's a part of you that's not fulfilled, and you're sitting there tempted with imagination about other things, and then bring in criticism and reason and logic at that moment. And therefore, you're never even taking a step into that possibility that you're imagining. You're never even getting a taste of the thing that you could be doing, because you're putting criticism and logic and reason so early in the game and the process. And so what I ended up saying was, I want you to use criticism and reason and logic. I want you to, but I want you to do it after you've taken some action. And after you've gotten your hands dirty a bit, not sitting there with nice clean hands thinking, that's not safe, that's not practical, I'm not going to be able to achieve that, and it's not rational. Look, like this, we're a week in now to our adventure, my wife and I, just indefinitely traveling, and I'm bringing my business with me. If I had sat with the critical thought and put it before action, I would have thought, God, that's going to be really difficult to run my business, to continue growing my business, to continue producing and creating videos for YouTube and creating clients. Like, how am I going to do public talks when I'm moving from city to city all the time? How am I going to, so many reasons why I shouldn't just pick up and leave London and take my business with me while I'm growing it. But if I had done so, I would have made those critical decisions with nice, clean, soft hands. But instead I haven't. I've come out here, we've done this, I've done as much critical thing as I could. I planned ahead, I bought some portable camera gear. I'm getting my hands dirty with it, right? And I'm making decisions, I'm criticizing with dirty hands. And that's what I said to her. I want you to criticize with dirty hands. Use logic and reason, but use it when you're in action. Otherwise, it's a false excuse that you should be rational and use reason, because it's not serving you, actually. You're using it it's serving your fears. It's being used to stop you from doing something. It's not reason, it's not rational. But that's not where reason and ration is powerful. It's reason and rationale and logic and criticism is powerful. It's part of the process of creation. Walt Disney's creative process. Imagineering, realizing, and critiquing, criticizing. It's part of the process that came after realizing, which was action, right? So, criticize, yes, use logic and reason, but criticize with dirty hands. Much love.